Bogus Skill Fruitmaster, also known by its original name, Nutmaster. And yes, I'm not kidding. Nutmaster is the original name of this work. Now, this is one of those cases where you cannot blame the localizers for doing this type of change, because you could see the internet making those type of jokes from a mile away. It was inevitable. So let's just talk about this story. Now, this one is a pure adventure fantasy. It's not an isekai, nobody got raccoon, adventure fantasy. Now, in this world, there when it start with the coming of age ceremony. When you come of age, you receive your skill by eating the skill fruit. Now, in this world, you only have one chance. You, if you eat the skill fruit and you receive an incredibly crappy skill, like one example that was shown in the anime, that is not a spoiler, is the ability to be attract felines like cats and the such. Such skills, some of them are just downright silly or just unusable. So you have only one chance, and the reason why is because if you eat a second fruit, you got like One Piece. If you eat a second fruit, you die. You die from the poison. Apparently, you can only handle one. But our boy, our main character, being the fruit master, he received in his coming of age ceremony, he received the fruit master skills. He is immune to the poison. He can eat as many fruits that he wants. He can be a total powerhouse. The like any other, like this is a fantasy, but like other isekais where you can just have infinite type of skills, but this is where it's a little bit different, because the main character is an idiot, a complete and total moron, because he, knowing that he can have infinite skills, I would, me personally, I would at least eat one fruit a day or something until I have a skill for any situation that I would be in my adventure. Something like, if a monster is immune to magic, I can have a sword skill, or punches, or vice versa. So just a skill for any situation. But our main character is an idiot. Every single time that he decides, okay, now is a good time to eat another fruit, is only when his life or he's in a grave situation. Seriously, they are fighting an enemy or a monster, and who knows? Not giving out spoilers, but they're fighting an enemy, and he goes, okay, this enemy is immune to slashes, so I need something with magic or something, just something, another skill, so I can beat this enemy. And while the poor teammate that is being knocked over, thrashed around, trying to buy as much time as possible, our main character is like eating a fruit. Oh, not a correct skill. It is a crappy skill. Okay, next. Okay, next. Okay, and he's just like that. He eating until he finally got a skill that is appropriate for this situation. In the meantime, all the while, our poor teammate is just getting trashed around throughout the fight, receiving injuries, and I like, this could have been totally preventable if he just planned ahead. He's not a planning ahead type of guy. He's more like, okay, we'll deal with it when the problem, when we get there type of guy, if you know what I mean. So no, the main character is an idiot. Yeah, he's a good main character. He is very straightforward. He just dream of being the number one. No, sorry, the an adventure that goes down in history. That's his big dream, his big goal, helping people and such. But yes, he and it's not like a one-time thing. He does get he just has to learn to plan ahead. Now, he is not our only main character. There's technically our trio. We have our other main character, Lena, that is the childhood friend of our main character, Light. Sorry that I haven't mentioned it yet. Yes, Light, our male main character, and Lena, our other female main character. Well, Lena, she just from right off the bat, she got her sword saint skill, and she goes on her own. While they are technically on the same team, their path diverges and reconnect in different points. So she goes off on her own journey and her own struggles, finding herself, learning that she does her own dream is just simply she wants to help people and make them smile. Even if her job is not a grandiose job like killing an S-rank monster, even if it's just simply helping a citizen find their lost cat, or helping in construction from a battle or something. She just happy and kitty just simply being help out people and and helping them out and making them smile. And yes, she does also. Yes, they do pair up in many adventures, and she just go on her own journey, and she did receive her own power-ups, and she does receive her own struggles. But I don't know. I think that even though that she does go on all on her own and receive her own journey, she's even though she is listed as a main character, she doesn't feel like it. She just need that a little bit extra to be a proper character that you would at least remember and root for. Yeah, there's just something to me that is missing. If she was listed as a side character, I would have no problem with her. But since she's listed as a main character, she needs a little bit more main character energy. Maybe she needs a little bit more passion when she does her help people and such. So that's just my opinion. She's just missing an extra. But she, by the end of the first season, she does start to feel a little bit more like of her own character, not just simply being the cheerleader for the main character. Because that's how I felt like she was for a long stretch of the anime. She felt more like the cheerleader. Oh, the main character. Oh, let me help him. Let me help him reach his goal, having his dreams, and not thinking more about herself. But by the end of them, I think that she started to find herself. Now, technically, we do have one more listed main character, and that is Alia. Now, she is a little bit, I will say tricky. I feel that she only exists for plot purposes. That's my entire feeling. Because our main character, Light, being the fruit master, before he found out about he being able to eat more than one fruit and have more skills, he started a fruit farm. Now, while he's doing his fruit farm and doing his thing, out of nowhere, the village chief introduced this little girl. I think she's like 10 or something like that, 10 or 9. And she introduced him and told him, "Hey, Light," the main character, Light. "Hey, we need you to take care of her and pushing up to him." And lo and behold, later on, conveniently, she unlocks the appraiser skill for plot purposes, practically. And that's my problem with that specific character. I feel like she only exists for plot purposes. She just and she is an enjoyable character. I like her. I like her curiosity. I like how much she likes pizza, every different type of pizza, and I do enjoy her character. She's not like it's not like, oh, I don't want to see her. Let's just concentrate on the main character. when she does appear on screen, it's like I'm not annoyed by it or anything. She is an enjoyable character. It's just that she only exists for plot purposes. Maybe if we know a little bit of her backstory, in a little, if the village chief has said something like, "Oh, her parents died. We need somebody to take care of her, and you're the most available person." That would be something. Or maybe it's like, "Oh, she's my grandchild, but I'm getting old. I cannot take care of her. You take care of her now." If they wouldn't give any single explanation why she was introduced to the story, I would have less of a problem with her. But it's just a little thing that like nags at the back of my mind, like why is she even? She's only here for plot purposes. That's always in the back of my mind. Maybe in a second season or something, they would explain something about why she was alone or why she was thrown into the main character to be taken care of. But yeah, she to me for now she's just a plot purpose character. Even though she's listed as a main character, also she's mostly a plot purpose character. Now, there are a lot of side characters, but there is only one that I feel like I should be talking about, and that is the Holy Sister. She is one of the higher ups of the Adventurers Guild, and she is tasked with variety of duties. So it is difficult explaining each and every one, but she's just a higher up of the Adventurers Guild. And I genuinely don't know if she's evil or if she's good. But this is just a theory, so this is asking any spoilers or anything. But I think that she does have a noble goal, but the way she wants to get to that goal is like, if anybody gets in my way, I'm going to eliminate them, because I think that she's preparing herself for a tragedy that is going to happen in the future, and to prevent that tragedy, she just want to eliminate anything that gets in her way. It's kind of like that kill the one to save the many type of thing. So, but I don't know. I just feel that even though that she does a lot of questionable stuff in the first season, I think that she's more of a nuanced character. We just have to maybe see a little bit more of her backstory or her goals in what she's trying to do. Now, I think I'm going to leave it there. The story is very much before giving me the review. Sorry, not my review, my score. Let me just go throughout the stuff that I usually talk about. I already talked about the characters. The characters, even though some of them are stupid, some of them are just cheerleaders, some of them are just for plot purposes. They are their own unique character, and I don't get bored of watching them on the screen. So that's a plus. They're fine characters. Now, the story is very straightforward. There's not no twists and turns. There's no surprise villains. There's no, oh, this is that I have to think or theorize for what's going to happen in the future. No, the story is very much straightforward, but it's still enjoyable. There's nothing wrong with a straightforward story, so I'm fine with it. The comedy, there wasn't any comedy per se. This was mostly that simply there wasn't much comedy. There was one joke here or there, but they just flew over my head. I didn't even notice them. Now, the fighting animation. That's I think I'm going to talk about this last. The fighting animation was solid. It's not solo leveling or anything like that level, but it was solid enough fighting animation. There wasn't any shaky cam. There wasn't any cutting corners or anything like that. It was a solid enough fighting animation that happened throughout all 12 episodes. So with all that said, I want to give this anime a score of 7. 7 to me is above average. 6 is slightly above average, and 5 being average. But to me, above average. And the reason, because it's like I said in the beginning, I genuinely do want to see a season 2. I want to see what's up with the Holy Sister. I want to, like I said, the two main character, the female and the boy, Light and Lena, their path diverge and reconnect in different parts of the story. So I do want to see them how strong individually they get, and then when they reconnect, probably they're going to do the whole thing of fighting a super strong enemy. Many anime do that when main characters depart for a period of time. They only get together when there's a super tough enemy that they have to fight. So I'm going to leave it there. Like I said, a score of 7. I do want to see a season 2. Now, while I did enjoy it, I don't think that this is for everybody, but give it a chance. At least watch the first, I say, 3 episodes. 2 episode minimum. If by 2 episodes you don't feel like this is for you, then you're not gonna miss out something super incredible. This is not like it's going to be the underdog of the season or anything like that. It's just above average. So I'm going to leave it there. Have a good day, have a good night wherever you're from, and see you next video.